Okay, here we are. My lighting isn't very good, is it? Not much natural light going on here. Oh well, you'll have your eyes closed for most of this anyway. So, um, cool. So let me just get my notes. I made notes for this. Come prepared this week. um, I mean, not prepared enough that I can actually find them when I need them. Too many tabs open. All right, here we go. Sorry, everybody. I just come immediately from another thing, which is why I'm quite as unprepared as this. Although, yeah, I'm usually not the most prepared person anyway. Okay, here we go. So yes, so today we're going to do a breathing kind of mindfulness breathing leading into loving kindness practice. This is the same or very similar practice that I led last time I was covering one of these space to breathe sessions, but I'm really enjoying this practice at the moment, so you get two of them. So yeah, let's get right into it. Got a poem also that I want to read first of all, but yeah, if you want to find a comfortable position, get started. So you can be sitting, you can be lying, you can be standing or walking, whichever feels right to you, whatever is comfortable. And seeing if you can find a posture that's relaxed, but also embodies a certain degree of alertness. So some uprightness to your posture that ideally you're not gonna at least immediately fall asleep in. Ideal. Okay, so I'm going to start by reading a poem, so you can close your eyes if that's comfortable and get into a meditative headspace. So this is a poem called Santiago by David White. The road seen, then not seen. The hillside hiding, then revealing the way you should take. The road dropping away from you, as if leaving you to walk on thin air, then catching you, holding you up when you thought you would fall. And the way forward, always in the end, the way that you followed, the way that carried you into your future, that brought you to this place. No matter that it sometimes took your promise from you, no matter that it had to break your heart along the way. The sense of having walked from far inside yourself out into the revelation, to have risked yourself for something that seemed to stand both inside and far beyond you. It pulled you back in the end, the only road you could follow. Walking as you did in your rags of love, and speaking in the voice that by night became a prayer for safe arrival, so that one day you realized that what you wanted had already happened, and long ago, and in the dwelling place in which you had lived in before you began, and that every step along the way you had carried the heart and the mind and the promise that first set you off and then drew you on, and that you were more marvelous in your simple wish to find a way than the gilded roofs of any destination you could reach, as if all along you had thought the end point might be a city with golden domes and cheering crowds, and turning the corner at what you thought was the end of the road, you found just a simple reflection and a clear revelation beneath the face looking back, and beneath it another invitation, all in one glimpse, like a person or a place you had sought forever, like a broad field of freedom that beckoned you beyond, like another life, and the road still stretching on. So starting off, just tuning into the body, seeing if you can get a general sense of how the body is right now. Allowing the body to relax. If there's any area where it's tense, if there's any contractions or constrictions, just see if you can let them go. And just noticing that it feels good to relax. Not worrying if there's any areas in the body that you can't relax. Just noticing where you can feel the body relaxing, whether that's in the face, in the jaw, the shoulders, maybe the hands, the belly. Now just tuning into the breath in the body, sense of body rising and falling with the breath. And see if you can stay with that thread of relaxation, noticing the soothing, relaxing effect of breath. Seeing if you can maybe experience breathing like a kind of internal massage. So feeling the breath, relaxing, softening into the breath, and allowing the breath to relax us. And noticing in this experience of breath coming and going, any way that it feels better to be breathing than not to be breathing. Anything that feels pleasant about the breath, including that sense of relaxation. And just being open to anything that feels good. So we're not looking for anything grand or remarkable here. Just very simple, subtle feeling of pleasantness, goodness, maybe a sense of coolness on the in-breath, maybe the movement of the breath in the abdomen feels slightly soothing. Just the experience of having enough oxygen, having enough air to breathe. And if that feels difficult, finding um, pleasant sensations in the breath, you could start by just noticing that the breath is not painful and appreciate that as a way to appreciate even neutral sensations, like appreciating the taste of water. We're resting in those feelings of pleasantness again, even if they're subtle, even if they're coming and going, maybe in the movement of the breath, noticing where that feels okay, where it maybe even feels good. And seeing now if you can allow this simple experience of breathing to becoming infused with a kind of kindness towards yourself. And just recognizing this basic wish for ourselves to be well, to be happy, to feel okay. It's okay for you to show this kindness towards yourself. It's okay for you to feel good, to appreciate and enjoy, savor this experience, savor the breath. You could almost imagine that you're breathing kindness in a way. Breathing in, breathing out, staying in touch with pleasantness, whatever feels good about that experience, and breathing with a warmth towards yourself, the kindness towards yourself. A simple intention to treat yourself well. And staying with the breath just as much or as little feels useful. See if you can place the emphasis more now on this sense of kindness. So if you've done this practice before and you like to use phrases Phrases like, may I be well, may I be peaceful, may I be free from suffering. You can use those. If you are more visual and you'd like to use some kind of image, like maybe the image of a light, kind of light of kindness filling the body, you can do that. You can continue using the breath. But if you can get in touch with this bodily sense of warmth, of tenderness, this sort of felt sense of kindness, see if you can just allow that to fill your awareness. And whatever your experience is like right now, whether there is peace, whether there's agitation or boredom or resistance, just really welcoming that experience again, including that in this field of kindness, whatever's there. Nothing is outside the scope of this intention of kindness. So continuing to savor, to enjoy any pleasant aspects of experience right now, whatever feels good. And also, if there's anything that doesn't feel so good in your experience right now, allowing that also to be held and embraced with this sense of kindness, warmth, acceptance towards yourself, towards whatever is arising in your experience. And if you find yourself getting lost in thoughts, if you can just take a step back, notice what your experience is like right now without engaging in the content so much, without thinking about it. Just bringing, again, this simple intention of warmth and well-wishing towards yourself right now, whatever's going on. And now in the last few minutes of this practice, seeing if you can allow this sense of kindness to expand outwards around you. So if you're a visual person, you might like to imagine kind of light shining out from your body, from your heart into the world. If you're more kinesthetic, more bodily, then perhaps getting a sense that there's nothing that this feeling of kindness could encounter out in the world around you that wouldn't be able to be embraced, accepted, loved. Nothing that couldn't be held in this space of compassion. And so allowing that space of kindness to extend out into the space around you, out into the world. Out farther into the universe. And even out into the future. Yeah. And then in your own time, bring your awareness back into your body, maybe noticing if there's any difference in how the body feels compared to the beginning of this practice. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And open your eyes in your own time. And have a bit of a stretch if you need one. Great. Well, thanks for being here, everyone. And yeah, Vidyamala will be back same time next week. So I'll